A big wingman welcome to the wingman's path, to positivity, to raising your vibration, and to creating a life of your choosing. I welcome you and I thank you for joining me today on this path. Because as you and I both know, right? I mean, I don't have to tell you as I do often, but you know as well as I know that when we practice together, when we get that synergy going amongst all of us, it makes it that much easier for each of us to bring in more positive energy, to raise our vibration, and to really start creating a life of our choosing. It's as simple as that. And the thing that's great, I found, at least for me, I don't know about for you, but being on this path with you and with everyone helps me really bring it home and bring my positive energy into my household. You know, and to share with my loved ones, because that's really the key, right? You really want your loved ones and your families and your friends and your community to really feel that positive energy and to help each of us grow that positive energy, right? To attract more and more of it, right? So again, I thank you for joining me today. And let's talk about today's practice, because it came up the other day. I was chatting with a friend who called me to tell me that he had the answer for my people on the wingman's path. And I was like, you have the answer? I didn't even know what the question was, but you have the answer. I'd love to hear it. So he said, just be happy every day. And I sort of smiled, because 3 weeks prior, I was talking to this same friend who was calling me saying life is too hard and he can't go on and why is it so difficult, and he was crying, and we were talking, and 3 weeks later he's telling me, just tell your people all they have to do is be happy every day. So we were together and I looked at him and I said, well, isn't that easier said than done? How do you do that? And he was like, well, you just be happy. And I was like, you just be happy. So 3 weeks ago, you were ready to end it all. And today you're telling me that all you have to do is just be happy every day, right? So what I said to him was the same thing I'll say to you. Maybe what we can do is we can pretend to be happy. I might not be able to be happy. You know, we all have our journeys to go through. And as I reminded my friend of his, which sometimes gets very difficult. You know, it's not easy to be happy every day. It's not easy sometimes to be happy when your life is falling apart, when you've lost your job or your spouse or your kid, God forbid, or whatever it is, or your health, when things aren't going your way, right? Sometimes it's not all that easy. But I can pretend to be happy. I can pretend to be happy. Because I do know what happy looks like, right? It's me laughing and smiling and having a good time and being with people and connecting, right? I do know what pretending looks like. And I think it was Kurt Vonnegut who said, we are what we pretend to be. So be careful with what you want to pretend. So today I thought, let's practice pretending to be happy today. And let's say that for 1 minute to ourselves. Say, today I'm going to pretend to be happy. And as you say it with me, I want each of us to just think about what happiness would be for us, for you. If you were pretending to be happy, what would that look like? Because I have found the more I pretend to be happy, the happier I usually become. Does that make sense? So I thought, let's give it a try today, you and I. Let's see what we can do. It's getting warmer out, huh? How great is that? And let's pretend to be happy today. Let's say that over and over. And as you do, again, I want you to think about just pretending to be happy and smiling and laughing and whatever happiness would mean to you. Again, I'm not telling you to be happy. I'm just telling you to pretend to be happy, because we are what we pretend to be, right? So I'm going to pretend. Today, I'm pretending to be happy. Today, I'm going to pretend to be happy. Say it with me, and as you do, I want you to get it. I want you to let it slip into your subconscious. Because when you start getting it into your subconscious, you start believing that you're pretending to be happy. And when you start pretending to be happy, you won't believe it, but you'll start being happy. Today, I'm going to pretend to be happy. Today, how about you and I, we both pretend to be happy, huh? Nice day, right? It's a nice day to pretend to be happy. And whether circumstances in your life have beaten you up a little bit lately, or things are going beautiful like they are currently with my friend, my point is, when you pretend to be happy, oftentimes your circumstances don't really matter. It's what's going on in here that matters. So let's pretend to be happy today, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's pretending to hold on to a bouquet of roses or flowers. Tulips would be for my wife. Sunflowers would probably be more for me. To pretend to be happy. Can you do that today for me? And if we all pretend to be happy, maybe we'll raise the positive energy around the Wingman's Path and for all of us. And we'll all start not only pretending to be happy, but actually start being happy. I thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I want to make sure I mention, is it tomorrow night, Friday night? Yes, tomorrow night. We're doing our workshop. If you really want to be happy and create the 2018 of your choosing, by all means, join Jan and I for our workshop. It's going to start at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Love to have you there. But for today, let's just pretend to be happy. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Your Wingman Michael from the Wingman's Path. Have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.